If you're looking for jobs right now, stop applying. I found new employment within a week of losing my full-time job. The secret to finding a job is...
Hey everyone, welcome back, or if you're new here, welcome. My name is Lumi, and today we're going to be looking at why applying to jobs on LinkedIn is getting us nowhere. But before we continue, if you enjoy this kind of topic and you want more, please hit that subscribe button. It would really mean a lot to me.
I'm 26 years old and I have no idea what I want to do with my life. I want to be very transparent. Rarely ever post these to the internet, so if you are seeing this, welcome to my inner thoughts and demons. It's so fun here. We're having such a blast, as you can tell. I'm currently in the middle of doing a job transition, or attempting to do one. I'm still at my old current job, but I'm just not having any job satisfaction in it. I definitely think that my skills and talents could be put to better use.
I just want to stop this right here and say, if you already have a job right now, don't do what she's suggesting. Unless your mental or physical health is at risk right now, I would highly suggest you keep your current job. Like, take it from me, the job market is absolutely cooked right now, and with how things are currently going, I don't see it improving anytime soon. Like, I'm talking potential years. Anyway, back to the clip here.
What that is, I don't really know. Hence the tears. I've spoken to quite a few different people. It's just hard. I wish that I could just have a crystal ball that tells me exactly what I'm supposed to do. I've never really been under the impression that, like, having a job is fun. Because, like, would I rather be laying on the beach drinking pineapple juice? Yeah, like, I would much rather be exploring and traveling the world than working. I'm definitely someone who believes more in the European ideology where it's work to live, where in America it's very much so live to work. And I do not live to work. I don't. Like, not to cue the Kim Kardashian sound of, seems like no one wants to work anymore. Yeah, I don't. Now, if I'm going to work, I want it to be meaningful. I want it to do something. I want to be able to make an impact. I want to be able to do something with value. What that is, I don't know. Like, I get to LinkedIn and I'm like, I don't even know what to search up anymore. I don't know what to search up. And my background is so weird. I have a background in psych and I have a master's in communications. And I want to work in environmentalism. I want to do something because, God, this world's on fire.
Yeah, it really is. It sounds like to me she needs to do a little soul searching. Like, if you feel this type of way, I don't think just picking the first job you can land is the best decision. Like, if you want to completely change gears and go towards something that you don't have a background in, you might need to get a little creative, like perhaps volunteer or intern somewhere. It also sounds like she just wants to travel, and I know not everyone can do this, but if you can, try to take time for yourself if you're at a crossroads in your life, because once you do get a job, and eventually you will, it gets much harder to find the time for that big vacation you've dreamed of.
The secret to finding a job is not applying to jobs, but emailing your resume to places that are not hiring. The reason why is because this eliminates all the competition. On job boards, your resume is stacked up to hundreds of other resumes. And now with AI is just sifting through and tossing your resume in the trash. Sending your resume directly to companies that you're interested in working for is a lot more efficient because likely not many other people are sending their resume, and so they will have your resume at the top of their inbox. This comment asks, how do you get through emails? So we'll say it varies from place to place depending on how big the company is or isn't, but here is like a basic rundown of like different avenues you can try.
So this strategy really interests me. Since I lost my last job, I've only been using LinkedIn, and after 6 months of trying, I pretty much gave up. Like, I would apply to hundreds of jobs every week, and I would only ever get a handful of replies. I think after applying to probably 500 different companies, I only got about 3 interviews, one of which was a scam. The 2 legit companies put me through 4 rounds of interviews, and one of them did the classic bait and switch move on me. The job posting literally said it was fully remote, and by the end of all my technical interviews, they wanted me to come into the office every week. Yeah, no, don't do this. This is incredibly scummy. Even if they had offered me the job, my trust in their leadership would have been completely ruined, like right out the gate. That's not a good way to start full-time employment with a company you're going to devote a good chunk of your life to. I don't know, for the companies and hiring managers out there listening to this, if you are listening, I just think you should be transparent and have some respect for potential employees, because you don't want to ruin that right out the gate. The other company I interviewed with was more legit, but they did something I absolutely despise, which is upsell the position. So basically they made it sound like I would be doing one thing, but in reality I'd be doing something completely different. And it was something I've been trying to get away from because I've already had experience doing it in my last job. To put it simply, it was basically customer service type work. And I have so many horror stories about working with customers. Like, for some reason, I was like a Karen magnet. Like, I'm not even joking. For some reason, these people would always find me, and it seemed like they found joy in making my life miserable. It was really toxic, and it made me realize what I don't want to do going forward. Sorry, I'm kind of going off topic here, but to go back to that last video, I personally haven't tried this strategy. I would love to hear if any of you have tried it. Like, have you found a job posting on LinkedIn, for example, and just emailed the hiring manager directly? Like, I'm curious to know if that works, because I'm going to have to try to look for a job again soon, so I might try that strategy.
1, go on their website. Bigger websites tend to have like a career tab. If you can't find the email from there, don't use the career tab. If it's not in the career tab, scour the website on like the About Us page, on like the contact for like inquiries. But more often than not, if you find an email that seems almost adjacent to the one you're looking for, they will redirect your email to the right person. And if you're truly interested in a company and you just haven't heard anything back, what you can do, and I've never done this just because I haven't needed to, but find somebody on LinkedIn that would work in a similar department that you want to work in. Tell them that you're interested, and if they could connect you via email or LinkedIn to the right person. But that's a little ambitious for me.
If you are on a really tough job search right now in 2025, I want you to save this video. And if you know someone who's on the job search, I want you to share this video for them. I've been in recruiting for coming up to a decade. Literally worked with hundreds and thousands of candidates. I've worked with hundreds of companies. And I want everybody who is on the job search right now, who's struggling, to understand something. It is not a you problem. This is a problem with the job market. The media has literally been lying to us for the past few years, saying things like lots of jobs are added, there's lots of job openings, unemployment is low, but it's just not the truth. I'm running into people every single day in these comment sections, on my live show that I run daily, that are struggling on their job search, that are literally having to apply to hundreds and thousands of places, that are going through really long application processes, long interview processes, just to get ghosted. And guys, I'm hearing about people who are really qualified. We're not talking about low performers here. We're talking about some of the best candidates I've seen that are struggling on the market. So I want you to know these 3 things. Number 1, you are not alone. There are a lot of other people struggling. Number 2, this season will end. You will eventually land a job. It's just going to take longer than you thought. And number 3, you are not a failure. This is not a you problem, it is a market problem.
I want to reiterate that fact because what he's saying here is absolutely true. This job market is hell right now, and it's been like this for a while. It's just finally becoming recognized in the mainstream media, mostly due to the stock market retracting, but it's comforting to know that many of us are in the same boat. If you're watching this and you've been struggling, I want you to know I'm right there with you. It hasn't been easy to make a decent living today, but just know that you're not alone and you're not a failure. To echo what he said in the video, this too shall pass. But anyway, guys, I think I'm gonna wrap this video up here. I hope you got something out of it. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave me a like down below. Dislike it if you dislike it. Let me know in the comments what you think. Are you gonna try some of the job hunting strategies suggested in this video? I'd love to hear your thoughts down below. And as always, if you enjoy this sort of content, please consider subscribing. It would really mean a lot to me. But anyway, guys, I will catch you in the next one. Later.